Yeah, first of all, congratulations, Snyder, on scoring on your debut. It looks like you were the youngest Sounder to ever score in their MLS debut. Also, I believe, the first Sounders homegrown to score in their MLS debut. So, congratulations on all that. What's going through your head when you score that goal?
I mean, it was a crazy feeling whenever Connie slipped it through to Alex, and I was screaming at Alex to cut it back. Great ball, and I was like, okay, just hit the target and I'll be fine. Hit the target and just overjoyed, crazy feelings from there.
And then I guess for Danny, another brace. It seems like you're just piling up goals right now. Uh, have you ever been in a run of form? I mean, I don't know. Do you even call it a run of form like this? I mean, it seems like you're playing some of the best soccer you've ever played.
Yeah, I think right now I'm finding myself in some really good spots, and I think it also helps when the team is executing all over the field. Where a lot of my goals, I just feel like I'm finding myself in the right place at the right time. But that's credit to the service as well. And then also a big part of it is just staying healthy, making sure I'm available. Making sure I'm training at a high level, and usually that translates to goals.
All right, we'll go over to Jada Evans next. Jada, go ahead and ask your questions, please.
Thanks. Congratulations on the win, y'all. Danny, with your goals, they're on the rebound. How do they kind of stack up as far as like maybe some of that you've even scored this season? Did they feel as easy as they looked?
Yeah, I mean, for me, they all count the same. It felt really good to score. I don't care if it's an easy goal or a hard goal. I just, most important thing is to get on the score sheet and help the team win. So definitely felt really good. Yeah, they're pretty easy goals for me to score today.
And then with you, or either one of y'all can answer this, but just with the way that LA had played in the Leagues Cup, what were you maybe expecting? And then also like how different they had been playing in MLS. What were you maybe expecting or kind of maybe watching out for with this match?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've been doing really well as of recently, and so it's definitely something we weren't taking lightly. We knew that they were a team, fired up, and then in Leagues Cup they were also doing well, advanced out of the group. So definitely a good team, catching good form. But we also came out with good energy, and we weren't taking them lightly, and I think that's why we were able to get a good result tonight.
All right, next we'll go over to Maz. Maz, go ahead, please.
Yeah, hey guys, I'll start with a comment. I couldn't figure out who had the biggest smile between you two after the game, but Danny, I saw you laughing as well. But my question is this, Danny, going back to you talked about creation of space, I mean the service. Can you talk about the creation of space that's happening by other players so you can find those pockets and obviously the service that Paul Rothwell gave you?
Yeah, it was a great ball from Paul. We kind of gave each other like a little quick look right before he had made that through ball. So I definitely know that when he's playing on the right or the left, that's just something I need to be aware of to be able to find that space. And everyone does a good job. Christian, Obed, Jesus, Albert, everybody, finds great spaces and able to kind of find that prime as his son that we talk about. And for me as a forward, it's just making try to get some free space in the box and trying to kind of anticipate where the ball will go. And yeah, so it's definitely good to be a forward on the team right now.
Snyder, how are you going to celebrate your first goal?
I'm gonna go home, probably sleep, and then wake up and just celebrate with my parents. Maybe like celebration breakfast. Yeah,
Fair enough. Thanks, guys.
thank you.
Reminder to media on the call, if you have a question, to go ahead and hit that raise hand function button for us. Jeremiah, I see you have a follow-up. Go for it, please.
Yeah, I guess for either one of your or for Danny specifically, this team is you're scoring a lot of goals as a team right now. It's coming from a lot of different players. We had another week here where we had a couple big injuries, and you guys just keep rolling along. What can you say about the depth and sort of the mentality of not letting one, two, three injuries affect the way you guys are playing?
Yeah, I just think that's kind of been the theme of what's been happening all season. Guys have been, going down with injuries as happens in a season, but I just think, as a collective, we have such strong leadership on the team. Coming from Schmetz and all the coaches and Christian and Jordan and all these strong leaders, and I think it just helps, everybody thrive and everybody play to the best of their ability. And then I just think a big part of it's just holding a very high standard in training. The trainings are at a very high level, very sharp, and I feel like that just translates well in the games, and we're able to stay on top of teams. And I just think we're doing just a really good job. I think every position from front to bottom, everybody is just playing at a very high level right now.
All right, not seeing that many more hands, but Maz, I see yours. Do you have a follow-up?
Yeah, I do. Just thanks. Hey, Danny, just on that, and I guess now you could answer it as well, but more in terms of the back line, and I would say your transition defense is leading to, these goals. Can you talk about that? How that is helping you all score these goals?
Yeah, I definitely think that's actually a big part why we're scoring so many goals on offense. It's how good our active defending is. Jackson, Yamar, and Kim, and our outside backs as well. But definitely, for our center backs, they're just doing such a good job of when, we try to make it predictable as forwards in the press and try to make it so that they lump it long. And I just think, yeah, Jackson, Yamar, and Kim just do such a great job of knocking down, getting those second balls and finding that quick pass for us to get into transition and start our attack. So definitely credit to them this whole season.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Jeremiah, do you have a final one?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask one more for Danny. If you could just think back to where you were mentally a year ago, it was you were having a hard time just getting on the field, let alone scoring goals, and here you are, the starting forward for a team that is playing the way that they are right now, scoring a ton of goals. What would you credit your, I don't know, like the way that you were able to stay with it mentally during the last year and sort of the start of this year even?
Yeah, I just think as a pro, there's always ups and downs. It's never always great. It's never always bad. Some years, you have better opportunities than other years. But for me, I think the main thing is this year I've just been able to stay healthy the entire season. And last year I was maybe although I wasn't out with injury, I was dealing with a lot of small, niggling injuries that were bothering me. And this year I haven't had any of that, or if I have had it, I've managed it well. So definitely, I think the main difference between this year and last year is staying healthy, and as a forward, momentum is huge. When you're not scoring, I feel like it's a little bit harder to get that first one, but once you get rolling and once you get a little bit of confidence, it helps you, going into every single game.
Guys, thank you both very much for your time. Congratulations again and safe travels home.
Thank you.